By 1964, Bhaktivedanta Swami completes 3 volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam. Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri lauds his accomplishment and recommends his books for placement in India's public libraries. 500 years ago, Lord Chaitanya predicted that one day the holy name of Krishna would be heard in every town and village of the world. By the mid-70s, Hare Krishna becomes a household word. As a child, Srila Prabhupada celebrated Rath Yatra near his home in Calcutta with his playmates. Years later, he is still celebrating the Rath Yatra festival, but now on the main streets of 20 large cities around the world, and with hundreds of thousands of disciples and guests. Srila Prabhupada gradually trains his disciples in the time-honored tradition of deity worship to help them advance spiritually. He explains, "I have introduced this system of deity worship among the non-believers, the atheists. Krishna cannot be understood with our present senses, but by his kindness he agrees to personally appear as the deity to accept our service. When we are attracted to the beautiful form of the deity, we will forget our attraction for material things. And as we serve the deity, we will develop pure love of God. Then our lives will be successful." In Srila Prabhupada's eyes, Krishna consciousness is not an armchair philosophy or a part-time religion. It is a way of life, a transcendental culture that can end man's political, economic, and social problems. To realize his vision, Srila Prabhupada circles the globe 14 times in 12 years, inspiring his followers and discussing Krishna consciousness with all interested persons. His door is open to everyone. In 1977, despite his failing health, Srila Prabhupada continues traveling and teaching. February 1977, the world's largest pilgrimage, Kumbh Mela in Allahabad, India. Millions gather to bathe in the holy Ganges. Although physically weak, Srila Prabhupada attends. His disciples perform kirtan and distribute books and Back to Godhead magazines.
Joshua Green, a film producer and director, practices Krishna consciousness at home.
The most remarkable thing that Srila Prabhupada did by coming to the West was to provide people with the spiritual tools for going on, a reason to go on. It's a very discouraging place, the material world. What Prabhupada did was to equip people with the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, with the philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita, with some very simple principles about how to lead a happy and healthy life, and give people the ground rules for living spiritually.
Dr. Sharmila Gupta attends to her hospital duties all day long. Despite her demanding schedule, she still finds time to chant Hare Krishna.
About 6 years ago, I visited the ISKCON temple in Juhu, Bombay. I was impressed by the dedication of the devotees, but I was sad that I could not be part of them. One of the devotees told me that Krishna does not care about how you look, what your hairstyle is. What he cares about is what is in your heart. I found that very reassuring. Now my husband and my children, we practice Krishna consciousness at home. The chanting is so empowering that you can face any of life's difficulties with a positive frame of mind.
Lawrence Garrett, New York City subway conductor, also chants Hare Krishna in his spare time.
And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has recommended, Hari Nam as the recommended process for this age for attaining perfection in spiritual life. So, by actually coming together in a congregation of devotees and chanting together, you actually are able to go beyond the spotly concept, so to speak. It kind of transcends, well, I'm black, I'm white, I'm this, I'm that. You're actually on an equal platform, all being servants of Krishna.
I think the most important difference, in contrast, if you like, to my former life as a model, where I seemed to have everything that one could possibly want, but was just lacking that something more. That something more for me is Krishna consciousness. And I feel for the first time completely and totally happy and fulfilled.